Hi everyone, Mr. 3D Hero here, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about my preferred and probably best setup for Monarch, and how you could probably use this loadout to even become more better on the battlefield, and for generally any type of game mode you play in with a Titan. Now Monarch is a new and unique Titan, a Titan that requires you to basically upgrade its overcore for it to become powerful and useful on the battlefield. So it's not like the other Titans where once you gain your overcore, you can do a wide range of damage and then you have to rebuild it again. This one here, this Monarch class, instead of building up its ability to be basically used once, it basically keeps upgrading itself to get stronger and stronger. Think of it kind of like that monster from the Evolve game that I believe not many people remember, where every time you get a kill you're able to increase and grow and evolve to get to your third and final form, where you'll become pretty much the ultimate monster. Kind of the same rule set here. Now Monarch basically has a unique core, like I said, and this unique core basically relies on its three other main core abilities that you can pick and choose and mix and match to play within your effective range. Whether you're someone who likes to support, be offensive, or be defensive, it's entirely up to you, because they basically giving you the choice in building your ideal Monarch for your own playstyle. It kind of reminds me of TitanFall 1, where you can build and choose the type of Titan you wanted, and how effective it was depends on how effective you, a player, was being able to maneuver around specific maps and using specific weapons. You can be tanky but fast, or you can be light but lethal, or just be an overall support player. That was available all in Titanfall 1. Titanfall 2, not so much, but with the Monarch class, maybe that will change it, and maybe this will be the first instance of us seeing a return favour from Titanfall 1 from Respawn. Now, let's go on to the main loadout that I prefer to use. As currently shown, the one thing I recommend for you to use for one of your Titan kits is Overcore. Overcore basically gives you a 30% start on your Titan core meter, and this is important because the whole point of Monarch is for her to have her Overcore build up as quickly as possible so she can evolve to a second and third form. Now you don't have to go with it, you can go with something else, but me and I know a number of other people in the community would probably say as a recommendation to go with Overcore, as you already get a standard dash, so you don't need a second one, and you don't need another electric smoke, considering that you already get some every time you rank up, or should I say you evolve. So basically that kind of leaves you with a nuke eject or anything else, something that kind of plays your playstyle. But at the current moment there's not really much you can choose, so overall I recommend that you choose Overcore. It will come in handy and it's pretty much better for you, like I said, allowing you to quickly build up your Titan core meter just to get to the point. Now when it comes down to the main core abilities for your Monarch class, the ones I chose was Arc Round, Maelstrom and Superior Chassis. Now Arc Rounds basically allows me to increase my current magazine, so I'm able to fire a bit longer than usual. It also allows me to chew through shields such as Ions or Scorches and Tone, or even Legion. So it basically means that if they're going to try to stay behind cover, specifically their own cover, particle shield cover, I'll be able to chew through that and basically put as much DPS upon them as much as possible. That was stunning them, and then using my rocket barrage onto them basically means that there's a chance that they'll come out of this fight with half health and I'll be able to chase them down as long as I have a teammate to back me up. Secondly, now I choose Maelstrom. Now Maelstrom to me is, I'll probably say, one of the go-to kits for attrition and also in Titanfall. Now the one thing I found is that because Monarch does not have a hard cover, a particle shield, whatever, like most of the other Titans have, well except for North Star, you're basically at a disadvantage. You're going to get chewed up and eaten and destroyed really quickly. And the moment you're left in the open and you have all the enemy Titans knowing where you are, such as a Legion seeing you, they will tear into your health and you will not have any chance to make a comeback. Even if you try to get back to your teammates, you'll probably get chased down and mowed by either a North Star or by Ronin. Now to prevent this, I've typically found that using Maelstrom allows me to increase my electric smoke, basically increase the damage output. So the normal smoke is fine, you can still use it, but I found that using Maelstrom that increases his damage basically makes it even more better for you. Just go in, pop 2 or 3 smokes, let a player such as Ronin and Ions or that try to hunt you down through the smoke, stay in the smoke as much as possible, and watch as their health goes down rapidly. This will basically then allow you to go in, and if you truly want to, you can go in and basically steal their energy and get yourself a extra shield. And this will basically allow you to keep repeating this process over and over and over as long as you keep your distance and as long as you know how to bait them. This is what I found typically, and also it's kind of fun as well, especially in games such as Attrition where you're going to get attacked by pirates a lot. With this Maelstrom now, that'll be a thing on the pass, and you won't have to worry about getting batteries taken all the time. And lastly, I suppose Superior Chassis. Now, Superior Chassis basically increases my Titan's health, and it basically removes any weak spot vulnerabilities. Now, this is probably one of the go-to final abilities, because not only does it increase my health, so I have a higher chance of surviving many outcomes, but it also basically means that with no vulnerabilities made available on my Titan, that means I have a higher chance of surviving. That basically means that no one will be able to damage my cockpit, and I won't be dying from one-shots or instant abilities all the time. So against a Legion, who has like a high DPS against me, there's a higher chance that I'll probably survive more compared to Legion, as long as I play it safe. However, you don't have to go with Superior Chassis. You can also go with the XO16 Accelerator, something I also found to be quite lethal when used properly. However, the main problem with using this is that you have to learn how to survive as long as possible in game. If you don't know how to survive as long as possible in game, you will not win many fights, and getting to 3rd tier isn't exactly that possible. However, if you do reach 3rd tier and you learn how to play it safe and you learn how to peek and take shots whenever you can, your 3rd kit, XO16 Accelerator, can come in handy quite a lot. The fact that it does extra damage and the fact that it ramps up the speed even more, yeah, it really is a game changer when used effectively. And lastly, I decided to go with Energy Thief. Now, Energy Thief basically allows me to, every time I do another Titan, allows me to go in and steal their battery. This as well is also a game changer, because by me going in and stealing their battery, I'll basically be able to fight back and stay on the run all the time as long as I find a nearby Doom Titan. And because shields cannot protect people from a Doom state anymore, this basically means I have kind of a infinite source for always staying on the move and always on the go. However, this is only effective if you are within the range or within the melee range to get the person into Doom state. Sometimes I find myself in situations where it's better off for me finishing them off with my main primary rather than going off and chasing them to get them, because 9 out of 10 every time I do chase them, they always have the buddies near them, and then the buddies will come in, they will take my shields down, destroy my health, and they'll chase me down. And even if I pop out a few Maelstorms to slow them down and damage them, in the end they always catch up and kill me. So sometimes it's not worth it, but it doesn't mean to not use the class. It's still a very good ability that I recommend that everyone goes with. And so yeah, generally this is my preferred setup. At the current gameplay you've been seeing, this is my setup and this is how effective it has been. It allows me to clear out areas, it allows me to clear out enemies, titans, it allows me to basically survive one-on-one encounters. And in close range situations where I have a player like Ronin coming in and close in from behind me, using my Maelstrom basically allows me to lower his shield down. And even if he does block, you have to always try to come in and try to take me out, because most Ronin players don't know how to back off. So most Ronin players, when they see a Monarch on their own, they'll always try to engage all the time, while the smart Ronin players will know when to back off and fight another time. That's what you've got to be careful of. But using all 3 of these abilities and the other 2 class perks will basically make your life a lot more easier using Monarch. But just remember, you can't achieve any of this if you don't know how to learn to stay undercover and peek. Don't become a one-on-one fighter. Just peek, fire, and just evolve until you hit your 3rd stage, and just survive as much as possible. So thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then leave a like, a comment and subscribe for more. If you didn't, then by all means leave a dislike. I understand and I'll know where to improve on in the nearby future. Once again, thank you all for watching. I do hope to see you all again soon.